to him. But that suddenness of the death really caught Len, my husband, and I really unawares. And I was wondering what I could do today to kind of honor the place that I'm in, but also maybe some of you or many of you have been in this place before of feeling deep grief and not knowing really how to help yourself or what to do with it. So I have a great teacher, Paul Denniston, and he teaches a grief yoga class that's done from a seated position in a chair. So I thought what I would do is share with you today some positions to help yourself. If you or someone you know, you can show them how to do this. They're very simple. Janet has a handout for you, but I think by going through them together, it will give you some resources that you might need. I'm also very appreciative that all of you are going to do this with me today, because there is a power in our doing something in a group together. So thank you so much from the beginning. So the first step in the healing process is always awareness. Yoga's focus on the breath helps us to become present and to develop an awareness of what we are experiencing. You know, there are many different ways to experience grief. You can get angry, you can become very anxious, you can become depressed, you can feel shame about something. My husband got very agitated. He couldn't even sit still. He had to be outside. So you can become more aware of your critical mind and what it is expressing, and what kind of messages you're giving yourself, like I'm not enough, or I'm a failure, or I'm a bad parent. But when we bring the mind body together, that will always help to lift our spirit. Awareness is also about feeling safe in the body. It creates a space for acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean that we like the situation. Accepting the reality of what is will allow us to find more peace, more happiness, and more love. Awareness is also about addressing the problem and the pain of the problem. And it's about asking yourself, where am I stuck? Where am I angry? Where do I have fear or judgment? And becoming where in the body it might live. So we want to tap into those places of where we get stuck. Awareness can also enhance your intuition and can help you make a connection to what we call the inner teacher, your unique personal understanding of what will best serve you. One characteristic of grief is that we get rigid. We go into kind of a lockdown. And so that tension shuts us down. So we want to activate a sense of flow by beginning to connect to the breath, and then to move the spine. And some of our exercises that we'll experience will show you how to gently move your spine. Learning how to embrace movement and breath helps us to begin to find flow and creating that sense of safety, putting the power back in your hands instead of feeling so powerless. No. So we'll do 7 seated movements, combining with breath and sound, and then I'll lead us in a deeper meditation at the end. So we always begin with the breath. So first is to breathe in a count of 4 and exhale a count of 6. So if you would do this with me now. So we breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, breathing in a count of 4 and exhaling a count of 6. And again, breathing in and exhaling 6. And then if you will, bring your hands to your belly I'm going to move to the chair so you can see me. So bring your hands to your belly and continuing the breathing. Breathing in, a count of 4. And exhaling, a count of 6. And again. And just once more. And then gently moving your hands to your knees or your thighs. We're going to gently start to move the head and neck. And I mean really gently, tipping your head over to your shoulder, lifting, tipping it again to the other side, and lifting. And then if you want, you can gently roll the chin forward, and then to the side, and then back and up to neutral. And then once again, to the side, down to the chin, and then reverse that. Go to the other side, tip down, to the shoulder, back up, and once more. You can repeat that as many times as it feels good and comfortable to you. And if you notice any pain, just don't make too big a movement. Just do it very, very gently. Now we want to start to activate more of the spine. So I'm going to turn to the side, and we're going to bring our chest and our hearts forward as we breathe in, and then round the back as we exhale. Hands on the knees, bring the heart forward. And exhale, round the back. Once again, heart forward. Inhaling and exhaling, round the back. Don't know about you, but I felt some cracking going on in my back, and I've been doing this every day. So our next one is called the Sufi grind. This is for Misha. Hands on your knees again, and we're just going to move our heart and chest around while anchoring in the hips to the chair. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and come to center. The next one is to loosen up the jaw. And if you would like to unmute yourself for this, because we're going to do a clasping our hands, bending the elbows, and we're going to shake them and make some noise. So I'd like to hear everybody's noise because it's hopefully going to make us laugh a little bit. So we shake our hands and we also make a sound. Yeah, 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 Perfect. I love that. That was perfect. All right. So now once you start to feel a little looser, And you start to noticing where you're feeling tight. Is it in your spine? Is it in the neck and shoulders? If you're in your neck and shoulders and you know that's where you're carrying all this tension, you can close your fists in front of your heart. Inhale, bring your neck, shoulders together with the fists. And on the exhale, fists together in front of the heart, shoulders lift, inhale. Let it all out. So you can mute yourselves again. Thank you so much. Our last one is going to be called dipping in to liquid grace. So we take our hands and there's a pool in front of us. We're dipping in. We're bringing up liquid grace. We're pouring it over ourselves. And then with our palms facing forward, we're washing away whatever it is that is bothering us. So let's do that a few times, breathing in, dipping our fingers in liquid grace, pouring it into ourselves, and then gently washing away whatever is bothering us. Let's do that one more time. Dipping in. Now, if you would, bring your hands to your heart center and bring the image of someone you love deeply and care about. Maybe like you are missing someone in your life now. Or maybe we're just missing the people that we're used to getting together with, being with. And just hold them close. And allow your breath on the inhale and on the exhale to let go of any tension you're feeling anywhere in your body. But I'm going to give you a phrase today. It's called release your tension, but hold on to love. Release your tension, but hold on to love. And if you will, if you would make yourselves a little more comfortable, maybe lie down if you have that opportunity, or just get a little more comfortable in your chairs, in your seats. Close your eyes. And I'm going to be sending a loving Reiki blessing to you all today. I'll be telling you where I'm placing my hands on, but you don't need to move your hands. Just place them somewhere lovingly on your own body. If you start to feel warmth in your palms, as we're doing this together, feel free to send that loving energy out to anyone you would love to share it with. And so we begin. My hands I'm placing lovingly on your shoulders, bringing in this Reiki life energy blessing to support you in any way that you need support today. My hands are now moving, one hand to the top of your head and one hand over your heart. And I'm sending to you a loving Reiki energy blessing. My hands are now moving to your hips, where your torso meets your legs. Feeling that energy now flowing from the head and torso. Feel that light flowing through you and now into your hips and legs. My hands are now moving to your knees. Allow the light to fill your body. And my hands now move to your feet, blessing the earth. Now holding your left hand in my hands. Let all that love and light fill you up. Let it just roll down your arms and out your palms and out to anyone else who needs it. And now holding your left palm in my palms. Now I'm placing my hands once again over your heart. And then with a gentle sweep from the top of your head, slowly, slowly down the body, down the legs, to the feet. And once again, from the top, slowly, slowly down the body to the feet. Remember how powerful and how amazing you are. You are not your ego. Your loving energy is your connection to the universal life flow. And as we gently start to return, let me read the words of Carl Sagan. For small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. And be poop. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. So Misha,
Thank you.
it's always hard to follow Luann, especially when she gives us such beautiful mind body things to do to help us. And Luann, we are all sorry that you have lost a member of your family, because that's what our pets are. They're members of our family. Before we go, does anybody have any more questions?
We have a note in the chat from a yoga teacher, and she says, really beware of tipping the head back. That can harm your neck. Really pay attention to what you feel when you're doing any kind of exercise. So thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay. On that.
So I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can you just buy the propolis from the beekeeper, or can you buy it in store, Whole Foods, or?
Yeah, you can get it. I actually suggest instead of getting it from beekeeper, the problem, beekeeper is probably gonna have the same issue as me. It's gonna look like a solid chunks. The problem, those are actually most pure, but the problem is it's hard to use that in a liquid solution for the neti pot.
Okay.
So I actually, there are lots of companies that make alcohol-based tinctures. So you can get them pretty much anywhere on any distributor or in Whole Foods probably. I don't know, I haven't checked Whole Foods, but I'm guessing you can